Can you hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions, that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud in me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, yup. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say, they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Curry to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. First and 10, Curry. And his throw is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back to throw. Curry. He finds Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Evades him at the 20. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Curry, he's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Saquon Barkley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Curry. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that... There he goes, left side! And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Williams. Josh Dotson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Williams now to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he gets it down to the 32. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's a run with Peterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Graham. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, Peterson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! Detroit! Detroit!
Williams operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Curry. It's caught. Shepard. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Curry. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second down. Curry. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Curry. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Williams. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Curry. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
A handoff to Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Williams now to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Curry. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curry, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man, complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
That is caught off the deflection. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. To throw on 2nd down. Curry. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Curry, wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Curry. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cornelder. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. On 1st and 10, Curry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
Back to the air on second down. Curry, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on first down. Curry. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jayon Brown coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Curry. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ohio!
On third down, Barkley, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Williams operating from the gun. Jordan Reed has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. It's brought in by Jackson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
Williams now to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Looking to throw. Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Curry. And Fowler's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I did this on my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for the visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock